Season 1, Episode 2, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, continues to build its identity as a quiet, character-driven chapter in the Westeros saga, relying heavily on intimacy rather than spectacle. The premiere set the stage, but this episode delves deeper into the emotional stakes, focusing on the fragile bond that forms between Ser Duncan the Great and his young squire Egg. The packing is intentional, allowing the viewer to immerse themselves in the rhythm of the road and the unspoken tension that follows two strangers trapped by their circumstances. This episode nicely captures Dunk's anxiety as a knight without a flag or reputation. Although his physical presence is impressive, his doubts are palpable, especially in moments when he is forced to choose between honor and survival. This internal conflict gives the episode its emotional core, reminding viewers that chivalry in this era is not about glory, but about difficult moral choices made in isolation. Meanwhile, eggs continue to be one of the most adorable elements of the series. Episode 2 gives subtle hints about his real past without completely revealing the veil, trusting viewers to read between the lines. His intelligence, curiosity, and quiet defiance contrast sharply with Dunk's direct worldview, creating an atmosphere that is both warm and tense. Their conversations are small in scale but rich in content. Visually, the episode maintains a grounded aesthetic that sets it apart from Game of Thrones' broader legacy. Instead of majestic castles and large-scale battles, the camera lingers on dusty roads, modest hotels, and tired faces. This low-key approach strengthens the story and gives Westeros a lively feel, especially for those without power or protection. The supporting characters introduced in this episode add texture rather than distraction. Brief encounters with hedge knights, villagers, and lesser nobles reinforce the kingdom's rigid class structure. Each interaction subtly reinforces the idea that Dunk and Egg exist on the fringes of society, and that one misstep is bound to lead to disaster. The dialogue is one of the episode's strongest assets. Conversations are rare but meaningful, and simple interactions often carry emotional weight. There is an obvious attempt to echo the words of George R.R. Martin's tone is sarcastic, dark, and morally complex, relying less on nostalgia or familiar catchphrases from previous episodes. Episode 2 also sows the seeds for future conflict, especially through the quest for honor and reputation. A looming tournament, rival knights, and the presence of unspoken discontent portend trouble to come. Rather than aiming for conflict, this episode allows for heightened tension, ultimately making the stakes more personal and rewarding. The performances remain strong, with the actors who played Dunk and Egg receiving particular praise. Their chemistry is natural and never forced, and their growing trust forms the emotional core of the series. Small gestures, glances, and pauses before speaking often say more than a long monologue. While some viewers may find the episode's slow pace difficult, it serves a clear purpose. This is not a story of conquering kingdoms, but of survival, identity, and a sense of honor in a cruel world. The second episode proves that patience is required to fully understand the characters' journeys. Overall, Knight of the Seven Kingdoms Season 2, Episode 1 reinforces the series' commitment to intimate storytelling. It rewards attentive viewers with its multi-layered character development and intense atmosphere. Although the road ahead is fraught with danger and difficult choices, this episode quietly